banks, we don't find them ready for a model where you convert it into crypto and then convert it back. And that has to do with many things, regulation, volatility, and all the things that are being debated around crypto. But that's a whole separate debate.
This is, well, it's not really a separate debate because I think there's two important things about this, and Gottfried mentioned this earlier. Swift today is a one-way messaging framework. It actually isn't a liquidity provider, right? It's Swift messaging partnered with bank liquidity. When we think about an internet of value, it's a mixture of two-way messaging frameworks, moving to real-time, a chatty protocol, if you will, coupled with real-time liquidity. And I hear people talk about volatility, and I feel like they're propagating misinformation. The volatility risk of fiat, volatility is just a mathematical calculation of time times volatility. If you hold fiat for, let's say, an average Swift transaction today is in the order of magnitude 2 days, that's about 180,000 seconds. An XRP transaction is 3 seconds. So if you take a low volatile asset times a long duration, fiat, or a high volatility asset versus a very, very short amount of time, it turns out mathematically there's less volatility risk in an XRP transaction than there is in a fiat transaction.
Answer here. We won't be off stage until I do. Is there a current agreement or partnership in the works between your companies?
No. Not that I know.
Not that I know of.
Thank you. Gottfried, I'm going to give you one more question because you'll be stepping down in June. So can you talk a little bit about your outlook for Swift once you're gone? What do you expect will be a bit of your legacy, and then what's your hope going forward?
Yeah, legacies are always a dangerous thing. I think for me, GPI is a big part of the legacy. I think it is transformational for correspondent banking. It really is the biggest change, at least in the 40 years that Swift has been, 45 years that Swift has been in existence, taking that to the next century. And under the hood, changing the whole technology stack from what it was 20, 30 years ago, mainframe, etc., towards cloud, APIs, containerization, all of that stuff. That will be a journey, again, because of the 10,000 banks. Changing our own technology is relatively easy. Getting all of the 10,000 banks to embrace it and make it interconnected will be a longer journey. I think that will really be, in my mind, a big part of the legacy, turning not just Swift, but the banking community as a whole, the transaction banking community, and bringing them into the next century with all of the technologies that we now have available. So that will be my legacy. In terms of what I'm going to do, I don't think it's very different from what was in the press. I'm going to take a few months to chill out. I'm passionate about payments. I always have been. Before I joined Swift, I was a consultant with McKinsey in the area of payments. So I envisioned what's called a portfolio life, which will be a combination of payments, fintech, research. I did some academia in between as well, so it will be a combination of that. But who knows?
Ripple is hiring.